Hello and welcome to The Verdict. This is where we bring you trending issues across the country and beyond with a view to informing, educating, and helping you arrive at your own verdict. I'm Komi Olatoye. A warm welcome to you. Well, except you're not in Nigeria by now, you would have heard that President Muhammadu Buhari and other APC chieftains were pelted with missiles at the Ogun State mega rally that took place in Abeokuta on Monday. The initial reaction was that, well, it's a party affair and the party hierarchy should know what to do. But on a second thought, one cannot gloss over the larger ramification of what happened at the venue, where the first and second citizens of the country were directly aimed at by party thugs, all in the name of being aggrieved. What would have happened if any of those hand-propelled missiles had hit the president, who many are still thanking God for his life? What would have been the reaction of the security guards whose mandate is to see that the president does not come under any physical threat? The reaction could only be imagined. To be candid, what happened under the watch of Governor Emikuli Amosun of Ogun State at the rally was a show of shame and desperation taken to a new low. It's even more shameful to see the man who makes a show out of multi-level cap and will want the world to know that he is Mr. President's personal friend, run around angrily appealing to his band of supporters not to put him to shame when the deed has been done. If I may ask, what was he thinking when the APM supporters, that is the Allied People's Movement, were allowed to join the APC rally to give President Buhari a bouquet of flowers? The shameless show in Abeokuta had all the trappings of a well-planned debacle and wouldn't have played out otherwise. Now, here are a few questions. How did the supporters of the opposition party, Allied People's Movement, to which Emikuli Amosun had moved his aggrieved governorship candidate in the state, gain entrance to the rally of another party, namely APC? How did they make their way close to the podium to make sure that they disrupted proceedings and ultimately began to hurl water sachet, bottles and stones at the podium where Mr. President was? If Governor Amosun did not hold his fellow governors who had come to help him welcome Mr. President in high esteem, or the party leadership who, well, understandably, Amosun holds in contempt for not helping him foist his candidate on Ogun electorate in the primaries, what of the number 2 citizen of the country and the number 1 in Ogun State, that is, the Vice President, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, who was rooted to his seat, too shocked to even intervene? Then we talk of the President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces. What a shame. Meanwhile, kudos should go to the APC governorship candidate in the state, Dapo Abiodun, who sat still, calm, and I'm sure restrained in the face of that blatant provocation. I wonder what would have happened if he had also unleashed his own supporters on a revenge mission to rein in the rudderless APM or Amosun crowd. It displayed the typical but disappearing Omoluabi ethos of the Yoruba people and a radical departure from the Bolekaja disposition of those who think themselves masters of the Nigerian kind of politics that has often left decent men and women out of the game. How I wish Ogun State electorate would reward him with a resounding victory on March 2 at the polls. As for the APC leadership, what happened in Abeokuta was what would always be when a sore thumb is not taken care of timelessly. It sticks out most crookedly in the end and plagues the carrier with its attendant discomfort and discomfiture. It happened when Saraki staged the coup against the party in the Senate. The result was the 8th Assembly becoming the most disagreeable and adversarial legislature in the current democratic run, with Nigerians bearing all the brunt. It happened when former Governor Segun Oni, a party leader, took the party's candidate in the Ekiti governorship race, Kayode Fayemi, to court over some irrelevant protocol in a manner reminiscent of an opposition. The Court of Appeal just threw out the case a couple of days back. It also happened when Governor Rochas Okorocha escorted his governorship candidate and in-law out of the party to another and still brought them to welcome the president at the Imo APC rally. Well, thankfully, the statue-obsessed governor was sensible enough not to allow his supporters pelt Mr. President with stones under his watch. Do not also forget that in the same Ogun State, the incumbent governor still holds the senatorial ticket of the party while campaigning for his governorship candidate in another party. Such audacity. All these anomalies took place while the party leadership kept mum and the comrade chairman kept jumping up and down at rallies. Little wonder that Amosu crowd took it a notch higher. Who knows what will be next? Meanwhile, if what the Ogun State governor wanted to depict the party leadership as toothless, bulldog, and incompetent, he made his point until they proved him otherwise. That is our verdict. What is yours? Watch past episodes of The Verdict on our YouTube channel AN24 TV. Subscribe when you go. And also, thanks for watching this episode. I'm Komi Olatoye. Vote wisely in the coming elections and stay safe. Goodbye.